By now, we've covered a huge range of topics in this amazingly simple but incredibly powerful piece of software. All the different organizational tools, all the ways to share your pictures with people around you and the people you love. And the thing is, there's one more thing which is so cool. It sort of makes everything else sort of unimpressive, at least to me anyway. And that's that iPhoto has this system where you can print actual books and cards and calendars that are professionally printed, and they look absolutely spectacular. You can design them super easy with a bunch of templates and presets, and then they just send them to your house, and they look amazing. So let's just talk about that briefly. I'm just going to pick any one of these libraries. We'll just take this Whalen Brothers shoot. I'm going to say create a book, and then it opens the book creation tool here. And here you see we can choose between a bunch of different layouts. So there's the basic picture book. There's like a travel book, right? Let's go the other direction here. There's a journal. And you see a little preview down here showing you what the book is going to look like, both the cover you see here and then the internal pages, some sample pages down there. You can customize things like the background color, and you just click on these little indicators here. I'll go to this one, and you see if I click on the different colors, it'll change the background of the cover. There's large and extra large, and you can choose those just by clicking on those. It tells you how much it's going to cost. You can go a hard cover, which is typically more expensive, or a soft cover, which is a little cheaper, or the wire bound, which is the same usually, as the soft cover. And different options for how you want your book to look, and you can choose any of these options. Let's go ahead and just choose something nice and simple. Like, let's just go back to the most basic one for starters. Just our basic little picture book. I'm going to say create, and that's going to create a new project over here in my sidebar. And then here you can see it automatically lays out your book for you. Of course, we can go in and customize it, and we'll do that. You can see the layout of the cover. You get a first page here where you can enter some text. If I just double click on that, it expands it, and we can just type in whatever we want here. And whatever you want to type here. Patient. All right, let's just assume we're going to make this book as a little gift for all the people who worked on this project, and we'll leave the title something silly like that. But in the meantime, we can see that it's chosen a cover picture for us. We can change our mind, but before we do that, let's just go inside the book and look at it a little bit page by page. And we can watch and see it sort of has already come up with a bunch of layouts. So it's got, in this case, one big on this side and two small over here. This one's got one big and three small. And you see on any given page, you can select the page and make changes. So for example, we can choose the background color if we want to change the background color of the page. You can do that on an individual page by page basis. And you can also change how many pictures are laid out. So right now this is a 3-picture layout, but let's say we want to go to a 4-picture layout, and it gives me options: 1 big one and 3 small, 4 equal-sided, a different layout of different options. Here's one down here which will give me a bunch of small pictures, and then I can enter text. So we can add a little caption, and you can make this as extensive as you want, and all that information is provided. Now, because we added 4 pictures here, there's one missing because there was previously only 3, so we need to add a picture to this layout. Let's go to the Photos button over here, and this is going to show me a list of all the photos in the project. It'll show me all of the photos that were placed, meaning ones that we've already used, and if there are any that weren't placed, and currently we use them all. So in fact, let's cheat a little bit. Let's go to one of these pages that has here, I'm just going to hide that a second and skip forward to a page with 4 and cut it down to 3. So here's a 4-page thing, and let's set that to 3. Right, so now that's going to make one of those pictures available for another page. Notice, by the way, when I roll I'm just using the trackpad here, I can scroll the picture up or down. I can scale it up or down using that little scale tool there, and we can adjust the picture as we want to make it fit perfectly. And now let's go back to that page where we needed to add a picture. Go to our photos layout here, and you're going to see that now there are the placed photos, which all have a little check mark next to them, right, showing you what page it's on: cover in page 2, page 4, this one's on page 7, right? You see that, and it'll take you to that page if you want. Or I can go, let's say, just show me the unplaced pictures. Which ones haven't you used? And there's a picture we haven't used. And so we've got an empty spot here. Let's just drag that into the empty spot, and boom, it fits it right into that picture there. We can zoom in a little bit, scroll up a little bit there, make them a little bit more centered in the shot, and very simply create a pretty amazing little book. Again, you just walk through it page by page. If you want to make any changes, you can just go in and make changes to the page. For any given page, we can go to the design layout, and you can see here you can change the background color and see how it looks dynamically. You can choose different layouts and see how they look dynamically. So there's, fill the page a little bit more, or here using a little bit different layout with a wide picture and a couple narrow ones, and then go in there and just adjust the height of it and so forth. So you can see how easy it is to customize your book, and then you just go through, walk through all the pages, and navigate through. I'll close my little layout there. If you want to add pages at the end of the book, if you get to the end of the book and you haven't gotten to use all your pictures yet, you can say add page, and it will automatically add a page for you, and then you can fill that with pictures. Go to your photos and then choose what pictures to place. In this case, I've already used all the pictures from that, so I could go back to let's go back to a different layout here. You can see our last import, last 12 months. Go to last 12 months, and here just drag some pictures from some other movie shoot on there, and nobody will know the difference. So I can add all these additional pictures there. Oops, I added the same one twice. No harm, just redo it there. And just like that, we've added a new page to the end of our book. You can always go to the all pages layout to see the entire finished book. There's our back cover. Once you're done, your book is just the way you want it to be. You simply say buy book, and it opens up my order page. And again, this is going to use the iTunes store. You can do shipping, standard shipping or express shipping if you need to speed it up. You can add multiple books, and they'll give you a discount if you get a lot of books. And then just say check out, and it's going to charge the cost to your iTunes account, and your book will be mailed to you in 3 to 4 business days in this case.